said, we're going to get this started today.
Yes, and I am operating. Hi, I'm Shiny7188. I am operating the video. So this is going to be a little bit complicated, and I just adopted a dog yesterday, so all sorts of fun.
So basically, Shawnee was originally going to try to do this by himself. He is full Featuritis, his husband. So he was going to be operating the stream from behind the scenes while also commentating on it.
Yes.
That plus a couple of other things have presented a few more problems than we were originally thinking. And that's okay, but that's why I'm kind of here with you guys today as well. If he needs to step back or if he needs to adjust anything for the stream, I will be in there for him as well.
And plus, dog.
Yeah, dog. But let's get started with the intro first and foremost. This is Azure Dreams. This is we're getting double audio here. I don't think it should be me. I have everything muted.
Okay. It might be my side.
Okay.
That's why I have to listen to.
Go ahead and mute yourself real quick, and we'll see if we still get that double audio.
Yeah.
Ooh. No, that can't be right. I think Poulet just started his stream up a little late. Or his timer up a little late. Yeah, he did. There's no way that was 30 seconds. Anyway, I apologize. This is Azure Dreams. This is a roguelike game where your entire objective is to make it to the top, the 40th floor of a completely procedurally generated tower. The only thing the runners are going to have that is the same for both of them is the first floor. They're going to get the same 5 items on the first floor, and their first floor is going to have the exact same layout. From then on, from 2 all the way to 39, it is going to be completely random for both of them. They will not have the same items. They will not be getting the same floor layouts. So that's kind of what really helps this be able to work the way it is with Fee having pre-recorded versus Poulet, because this is not a seated thing. There's no real advantage one runner is getting over the other. If anything, Fee is actually at a disadvantage here because we do allow racers to watch each other stream.
Yep.
Fee actually had to do her entire race completely blind, not knowing where Poulet would be at any point. Poulet gets to actually do his race while having the advantage of the knowledge of where Fee is at any point in time. So even though she pre-recorded, he actually gets a slight advantage here because of that.
Yeah, and I will actually say as well, so I'm actually Frankensteining a solution right now. So sorry if I'm a little bit distracted. I am using Fee's phone to load up Speed Gaming 3 so that I can watch it on that.
I love it.
Use the Discord audio and then also watch on the computer and operate the video. So this is what a hell of
It's incredible. It's incredible. I love every second.
Yeah. So I'll take a picture later of what this actually looks like, but sure. But okay, so to explain exactly what is happening, I am not doing anything at all on this side. All I'm doing is playing back the video that Fee took. That's it. When it comes to during her recording of the matches, she streamed it. So this is the playback of the stream, but obviously as a video file, and the music should be all good and stuff like that, as far as I know. I was downstairs on call that night as well, making sure there's no possible chance I could interfere, give suggestions or hints or anything. So this is 100% Fee playing. Fee is also in the chat in England right now, watching her match being played, which is all sorts of weird.
Yeah, Sabata. So Poulet started his timer up a little late, and since it is a straight hour timer, we are unfortunately not able to use that. The downside is if he does not, again, spoilers here, if she does not make it the full hour and Poulet continues past where her timer goes, we might have a little bit of an issue here, but we'll see. I don't think it'll come to that. Regardless, here we are at the start, floor 1. You will see both of our runners collecting all 5 of their items that are always the exact same. There's nothing different. Copper sword, wood shield, fireball, medicinal herb, and an egg. Every runner will always start with that, and also will have to deal with a ton of dialogue boxes between now and then. We say that the first 5.5 minutes of any run is just the tutorial. It's the intro. It's what in games 2 and 3 we get really bored is commentators talking about, because
there's only so many times we can explain it, really.
Right, exactly. So Kune is going over a bunch of basic tutorial things that you need to know for the game. And it's, hey, here's how the elements work, here's how attack works, here's how you want to be on higher ground to do more damage, take less damage, etc., etc., etc. If you have any individual questions about stuff like this, just let us know. Otherwise, all of this is, as Sabata said, the blah, blah, blah part.
Yeah.
We have Poulet on 4 too. He's in new things now.
Yes, and these are actually going to be completely random things at this point. And this is the kind of goofy thing, is I'm trying to watch the restream on the phone so I can stay in contact with it. But I actually have the instant things are happening on Fee's side. So if I commentate a little bit before even Narcissus is able to.
That's right, because you're on direct feed right now on her side.
So this is, but I also have the delay of...
And you're going to be, you're going to be even later than I am on Poulet's side.
Yeah, looking at the timer...
it should be about 30 seconds is usually what it is.
It looks about that.
Yeah, because when I've watched restreams for my matches so I can catch up on what my opponent's doing, and I'm usually about 30 seconds ahead. Ooh! Oh no, okay. Alright, so big first thing.
Me on that one.
Fee picked up an Earth Shield.
Double audio.
Ooh, still have double audio. I'll mute myself, I suppose. Maybe it's coming from me for some reason. I don't think it should be, and I wouldn't know how it is.
We'll try that in a second here. So, you want to mute yourself, and I'll just keep it. This shouldn't. Or the other possibility is. Oh no, it won't be.
Okay.
We're still working things out. This is definitely going to be an improv thing going on right now.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's definitely not my side. I have disconnected all of the things in one go. So I have no Twitch anymore open, or Discord, or anything along the lines, other than just that's. All right. So the actual match, Poulet is on floor 3 now. Level 2, and Fee is still level 1 going to floor 3.
Absolutely.
That's pretty courageous. Yeah. So the thing is, it's definitely not my side.
Alright, I'm going to mute myself. Let me know if this fixes double audio.
In one go. So I have no Twitch anymore open, or Discord, or anything along the lines, other than just the phone should not have audio. The phone does have audio. I am an idiot. No, wait, no, it shouldn't do that, though. Oh, whatever. Anyway, yes, the phone had audio. That might have been my bad. So, you there, Darcis?
I'm going to mute myself. Let me know if this fixes double audio.
No? Yeah, I had the phone holding up to the microphone, which was slightly playing audio. I have headset on and I can't hear. So, let me know, everyone, if that's corrected it, because that's probably me doing that. Does have audio. This is a thing. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Anyway, yes, the phone had audio. That might be bad. I can hear you, so. But we're on live. Definitely outside. We need to know. You just can't say your. Anyway, to actually commentate on the actual race at hand. Yeah, okay. So we have PouletSansTete. From now on, maybe name is Poulet, because you can only do so much French at one go. He is honestly doing pretty well. He still has the basic things. He's picking up Iron Sword right now. And he's probably going to hold out for a wand. Generic music just came back. Is that going to be on Speak Gaming side then? On mine. Generic music. What generic music? I'm playing the video and nothing else.
But you did it. It's not me anymore. We figured it out. I don't know how she figured it out, but she's blaming you and I'm running with it.
Okay, can you switch to Poulet's side then for audio?
I am. I'm only running on Poulet's side, as a matter of fact.
Then, do you still have Fee's stream open? Anyway, oh, it's all good now. Okay. All right. Well, this is a thing.
I don't know how she figured it out, but she's blaming you, and I'm running with it.
Actually, we should explain about the runners themselves too. Actually,
yes. Okay. So hopefully we've got all this taken care of. Run into only 100 more issues now in the end of this. This is our loser brackets quarterfinals. Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
So each of these runners have taken one loss and one loss individually. I do believe Poulet is 2-1, and I believe Fee is 3-1.
Yes.
Or is Poulet 1? No, Poulet is 1-1, and Fee is 2-1.
Yeah, because she lost to Captain Luigi, but she also beat Pasama and
Palmer. Yep, and Poulet had a bye for first yes. week. So each of these runners definitely are familiar. They've taken at least one person down to get to this point. Both are very experienced, and honestly, I'm really excited to see how this goes, and I really like the fact that one is pre-recorded and one isn't, because that's really just keeping me on the edge of my seat.
I'm trying not to watch the direct feed at the same time.
So real quick, I just want to throw out, Fee just found... Oh, okay, Feasel. Thank you. Appreciate it. Switch.
Okay.
Done.
Thank you, Feasel. Also, Fee, it wasn't me.
We're experienced at doing this kind of stuff, if you can't tell.
Yes.
Super experienced.
Poulet would be using... he'd be possibly watching the stream back. And he's using an emulator?
Most likely.
So if he's recording desktop audio, it would be double audio. That would explain that. Okay, we have a thing. Poulet getting hit by a poison trap. This is the worst. And a go up trap.
The big thing I want to call out real quick, and it's something I've tried to make mention of anytime I've seen it come, because it has had such drastic effects. Fee picked up an Earth Shield. Something I haven't mentioned yet, or we haven't mentioned, is there is an elemental triangle in this game, similar to either Pokemon, or I like to use the weapon triangle from Fire Emblem. Fire is good against wind is good against water, water is good against fire. That being said, there are elemental weapons and elemental shields. Fee had originally picked up an Earth Shield, which is a wind element shield. It's amazing because, kind of spoiler alert going forward, your most dangerous enemies in this game are going to be water. The familiar that you start with in the game is fire, so you're going to deal less damage to water. He's going to take more damage to water, and because it's taking you longer to kill water enemies, you as a character will take more hits from them. So, stands to reason, the most you can do to mitigate water damage, the best, which Earth Shield is wind. Does a really good job of mitigating water damage. However, it comes with it some major risks. Every attacking spell in the game that's shootable by enemies is always fire-based, which is an incredibly high bonus multiplier if you're using a wind elemental shield. My very first race against Don Chad, I was actually commenting it as I was racing it, and I noticed that he equipped an Earth Shield and went, ooh, he better be careful because that could come back to bite him. And it's actually what ended up killing him, was getting hit with a fire spell that did 3/4 of his damage, or his health, and killed him instantly. Fee picked that up and could have equipped it. She held off, and then she found an Ice Shield, which, in my personal opinion, of the elemental shields, is the best one that you can find.
Honestly, yeah. I would say wind is selectively better than ice. Sorry. No, sorry. Ice is better than Scorch, because so much water threats throughout the tower, you're just going to be jeopardized. If you have an Ice Shield, you're neutral pretty much the entire tower. It's really biased towards that, because the wind creatures don't really do a lot of damage.
And if so, because your elements are fire, you can dispatch them quickly enough that you're usually not taking more than one hit from a fire enemy at a time. Which is also very nice. So I really like what she did with that, specifically with those shields. On Poulet's side, he has a copper shield, which is nice. It's just a flat defense 4. All the elemental shields are defense 5. So he's not going to take extra damage from anyone, and he's not going to take, less damage from anyone. So it's just a really nice, just straight 4. If he's going against water enemies, it's going to be similar. If he's going against wind enemies, he's going to take less. If he goes against fire, he's going to take more than Fee. But what you also may notice is he equipped a wooden wand. A wooden wand has a defense or an attack of 1. His copper sword has an attack of 2. Why would he go down to a lower quality weapon? Well, it's because he's using mixture magic. If you watch, his familiar Kune is casting a fire spell onto his weapon as he swings it. If you do that with a wand, it gives you a flat 25% bonus increase to your damage. And if you find the elemental wand that is the same element as the spell you're using, it is an additional 25%. So what both of our runners are
so much.
Yes, what both of our runners will probably be looking to find is a scarlet wand here. But a wooden is definitely a very good start. You'll probably see him stick with this for quite some time before switching over to, if anything, most likely just a scarlet wand.
Yeah, and Fee is doing her best on floor 5 to explore as much as possible, because the first, second, third, fourth, fifth floors are the safest floors to find items.
Yep, floors 6 through 8. Yeah, floors 6 through 8 are what we try to consider, or like the water floors, where your hardest hitting monsters are all going to be of the water type, which is always dangerous. So the more exploring you can do before getting to that point, the better off you're going to be. Unfortunately for Poulet, he hit a go up trap. He didn't kind of really get a choice. He was forced up for one of those floors. On higher floors, you love seeing them. On the lower ones, you're not a big fan.
Yeah, you want to be able to get as much experience as you can from the wind creatures, because the mixture magic. You want to find as much stuff as you can. Hopefully a scarlet wand or a life wand. We know Fee would never use that.
Oh, there's an egg. So I noticed this, and we were talking about Poulet at the time, but Fee has all 3 elemental shields.
Yep.
None of them are cursed, and she can just switch between them whenever she wants.
Yep,
so
and that is huge.
She has the best defense you can find at any point against any monster she wants to, just with the switch. Yeah. Downside here being, it is increased survivability, but it is going to take her more time to do this. And there is a 1 hour time limit on this race.
Yeah, because the main reason the time limit is there is a lot of people, to beat this game would really, the whole point of this game is the game expects you to die in your first entry.
And second, and third, and fourth, and fifth.
And eventually you get a little bit stronger. You get it. Oh, you find a wind crystal. You can take back that fire sword you like. Oh, look, Queen's level 10 when you go into the tower from the second go. Stuff like that makes a big difference. In our case, we're trying to do this on the first go when the game says you're supposed to die. We're like, no, not today. So, that's not a better in my head, but either way.
Ooh, Poulet has got a little bit of a monster tree behind him.
Yeah, okay, so U-boats always get the first attack.
Oof.
And if he makes one misstep, he's gonna... Oh, he did. There's
Yeah, I don't know.
6
Sorry,
HP.
I'm very, very... Oh, he's gonna make it to the elevator. He'll be fine, I think. The elevator's right there. Okay. Right. He got there. Okay, he's going up. We're safe. Or he's safe, I guess, is the better aspect.
Yeah. The thing is, the monster trains are scary because if you make one mistake, you are going to get spawned to a room with... And oh dear. That U-boat does not look friendly. Okay, so this is the thing. Fee knows the results of her matches. When Fee came downstairs after she was done recording, I told her to stay up for the full 3 hours, even if she were to die really quickly, so I'd have no notes.
Right.
I have no notes, no nothing.
So you have no idea.
Fee in the chat knows what's happening, and it's going to be stressing her out that much more as she's watching this playback. But from the looks of things, I think Queenie might die on Poulet's side. I think he's trying to use Queenie as much as possible to...
Ooh, okay, he got lucky there. So he threw a malicious scroll to confuse the U-boat so it wouldn't hit his familiar. However, it still had a 1 in 8 chance of connecting, and if it had connected with that, he would have lost his familiar for the run, which is really huge, especially this early on.
Yeah,
Mixture Magic.
Essentially, you don't want to lose Queenie ever.
No. Mixture Magic is the main way you're going to be dealing damage. For most people, not everyone, but both of these runners tend to seem to really be focusing on that type of strategy. So losing that ability is really, really hampering yourself long term. In addition, he can kind of soak up damage for you, making it so you're not taking every hit on your own. So losing him is a real big survivability knock on you for sure.
Ooh, surrounded by Minovas. 20 HP for Queenie. That is not a good position to be in for Poulet right now.
So Cowberry, to kind of reference this, Mixture Magic actually takes less MP than them physically attacking.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with them casting their direct spells, which is definitely the highest MP use. But Mixture Magic is the lowest MP use, short of them just following behind you. The way the game says it is as the AI goes up from 1 to 5, their MP use increases. So they use the least amount of MP by just sitting in one spot, then just by following you, then by doing Mixed Magic, then by attacking, then by being able to use Direct Magic. And
oh my god.
Poulet is in trouble here. This is bad.
I don't think there's much you can do because the Minova is going to block his path forward, the Minova is blocking his path backwards, and the U-boat can sit underneath whichever one he wants to get rid of as well. I think this might be it for Poulet because he's no matter what going to be losing Queenie. Like that's a guarantee.
No,
after that, I don't.
I think there's a couple potential options out of there, but
I don't think the Volcano Egg Bomb would actually kill Minova. I think it would just be Shy.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, that's his last chance
Got
there. How much did it do?
68.
Okay.
But now there's a clown. Which he's going to use a fireball, but that's going to cost him. Well, he's just going to be forced to take one more hit from the Minova.
Yeah.
And now that U-boat is right on his tail. Sorry, we are not paying attention to Fee's stream very much right now because all of the intensity, and this first race is issues. So we're probably going to be a little more focused on Poulet's side here for the next little minute. He did find the elevator, which is great. So he's only going to take one more hit, but I'm sure he'll take that while also having Kune alive and being able to make it to the next floor.
Yeah.
Crisis temporarily averted for Poulet.
Yeah. Fee's currently level 6 on floor 7, so she's definitely taking it slow and getting...
This is the last thing you want to see when you're at low health.
He has to go through at least 2 or 3 monsters to get to it, one sleeping.
So what this is a 1-floor room. The reason these are amazing and terrible, you immediately have all the information the second you're in a room. So he knows the entire layout of the floor, all the monsters that are in it, and all the items that are in it. However, the way this works is an enemy monster, has a visual range of about 6 spaces, or an entirety of a room that you're in. So every monster in that room knows exactly where Poulet is and will converge on him every single step.
Yeah.
Luckily, he was able to get out of it.
Yeah.
Without too much issue. But still, that is not something you really ever want to find when you're already at low health to start. If he was at full health, I don't think he would have had any issue with it. He could have gotten through 2, maybe even 3 monsters to get to that elevator, and maybe even picked up a couple items along the way. But he couldn't afford to take any hits between there and that elevator, and he made it out without any issues, which was very good on him. That was very good play.
Yeah. Although the one thing that's really funny is if you have a Holy Bell in a room like that, they all start running around and they can't attack you.
Correct. That is very nice to have. The
saving grace, because I think it was during your race that you came across a one-room floor on floor 37.
Yep, and I had it.
And yeah, so I was like, oh, all the golems in the world know you're here. I'm like, So keeping a hold of a Holy Bell probably will save more runners than not, because it basically rejects every monster from the room you use it in. And if it happens to be a 1-floor room, you're golden.
Earth Shield, you only take 5 from a U-boat. That's incredible.
She literally walked into it.
She just doesn't care right now.
No, that's the difference between the elemental differences. Like, but if it was the other way around, it'd be doing like 18 damage or something.
It's an unbelievable amount. I will say, while Fee definitely has the defensive advantage, she's going to take a lot less damage from everything. Poulet has the actual offensive advantage. He's going to be constantly dealing more than Fee does because Fee still has her copper sword on. She gets
+1.
Her copper sword +1. My bad.
Yeah. It makes all the difference, you know.
While it is only two damage points, attack points stronger, it gets no percentage bonus to mixture magic. So
yeah.
Poulet is dealing on average quite a 8 to 10 more damage probably per attack than she is. She's really, really gonna look for that wand sooner rather than later. But she really wants to find a Scarlet. The reason she's picking up this stream and probably isn't going to equip it is doing a non or an adverse elemental weapon is frequently going to drop the damage it does. Since wind is effective against water, if you do that fire spell or fire mixture magic with a water wand on a wind enemy, you're actually losing out on quite a bit of damage because of that. Wooden wand that Poulet has is element neutral. It's just a regular attacking wand, so it doesn't matter what he uses it at, he gets that bonus. So Fee is probably only going to equip that stream wand if she gets into 9, 10 dangerous realms and still doesn't have anything. So she's picking it up in case, but there's no chance she's going to equip it anytime soon. Oh, +1 iron sword. Oh my goodness, it's even better than we thought.
Yeah, so that's like a +3 copper sword or something.
That's insane.
Iron 5 or 4?
Iron's 3. So
yeah, so she has two, essentially a +2 copper sword.
Yep.
The thing is, there's no real difference between copper, iron, and steel. Like they all rust, so eventually they all become the same. You want a gold sword if you're going to do this game, like a couple runs into the tower because it doesn't rust, or a trained one if you can find it, or the selective one that you want.
Now, here's an interesting thing you tend not to see very often. Fee is actually grinding on these lower floors because she has such a defensive advantage over any other monster in the game. Normally, you'll see people really avoid these water-intensive floors because you take so much damage. Fee with that Earth Shield and the ability to swap shields on the fly is not scared of any... Oh my gosh. Poulet just found a Dark Sword.
Bookless win?
Right? Dark Sword.
Okay, so both that Arsis and I run bookless. I'll be running bookless more often because, well, I'm done university now for the first semester. But the Dark Sword, if we were to find this on the first floor entry, we would just leave and we'd have all our money immediately. So the fact he found that is actually making me a little bit angry because it's going to be like an hour-and-a-half time save on my current splits. Get 31K because you sell it for $45,000.
Yep.
So if you had a Wind Crystal and a Dark Sword, I would just book it out of there. That is an hour-and-a-half time save. So
what's really interesting about a Dark Sword, and especially in a run like this, the Dark Sword is the strongest weapon in the game as a base attack. It is an attack of 10. It's astronomically powerful. And even right now, with this wooden wand, the Dark Sword will probably deal more damage in his mixture magic. However, Dark Swords that you find on the floor are always cursed. Always. And a curse means you cannot take the weapon off once you've equipped it until you find a decursed scroll. So while right now, that additional 9 points of damage would actually probably be more than what the wand is giving him, later on, when those 9 points are less than just the flat percentage bonus, he can't take that sword off. And since he's not really struggling right now, he's not worried about equipping the Dark Sword, just for those early floor benefits to sacrifice late game strength. If he finds a decursed scroll, he may equip it, but even then I wouldn't be sure he will.
Yeah, and on top of that as well, is I don't know if this is confirmed or not. I'm pretty sure you miss more when you have a cursed weapon.
It's not confirmed, but I absolutely am a believer of that. I am absolutely a believer of that.
We haven't confirmed or denied it yet, but we need to do some more testing. The second we find one, we'll do like we'll try to do something. Like no, actually, there's an option you can turn to attack your own familiar, so we can probably do that on our own files. They stay on floor 2 and just see 100 attacks as what happens.
So I'm looking at Fee's setup right now in loadout, and this is... She has good survivability, as far as tanking damage. But as far as offensive capability, she's really limited right now. She has her Fireball, she has an Acid Rain, and then she has one Tuna Fruit. And beyond that, she doesn't have any things that are going to take a monster out that she doesn't want to fight. But her defensive capabilities are so good, and she has like 4 medicinal herbs that she should be able to just last and paper cut higher level monsters for quite some time. Poulet, on the other hand, has a lot of offensive capability, but not much as far as recovery or defensive. But he also has a 3-floor advantage right now.
But honestly, he also did get smacked by a Griffin for 26 damage. And that hurts so bad. But if the same Rise were to hit Fee, honestly, she'd be more than fine with the Ice Shield if she were to equip it properly. Like, it would probably do close to 10 maybe for a Rise.
It would probably do 10 or less.
Yeah. Like,
so yeah, the defensive capabilities are there. I'm very interested to see how this plays out. I don't think either runner currently has an advantage. Poulet has the wand. Poulet has a 3-floor lead. So there's that. We are halfway done. We are officially past the 31-minute mark.
Yep.
It's anybody's race currently. I'm really excited to see how this plays out. And Fee's making her elemental switch. If Fee finds a wand, I think that drastically shifts the outlook of this race.
That room Poulet's in.
He can 2-shot the Griffins. It's not bad.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't take that damage. I would have just taken the 1 hit and left. And just guarantee get past floor 13 where Krakens are.
I didn't see though. Did Poulet pick up the blue collar? I don't think he did. He did?
He did. I
Okay.
did see him pick that up.
So Fee's now at the point where she's feeling really confident and doesn't feel the need to stay on floors anymore.
No. The thing is, I did talk about this with Fee in general, and she really enjoys doing the grind in the early floors and then pushing it past all the stupid water floors that you normally have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Because normally, again, you're stuck with, let's face it, the wood shield. Like, you're never going to find a decent shield.
Right.
And Poulet just flying up the floors, having the same floors.
Getting some really good elevator luck here.
Yeah. And then you can see full Featuritis just tanking those hits with the Ice Shield versus the Trolls. Like, that's not a concern like you'd normally be. But
wow. Well, now that I look at his items, other than having that wand, Poulet capabilities either. There's very few.
Now.
There are very few useful magic balls that either runner have found. Not a single Oline between them. 1 Tumna. I mean, these are items that normally you have 2 to 3 of by yourself by now, and combined they have 1. This could change at the flip of a switch at this point. I mean, any bad step by either runner could put them in an unwinnable situation. They don't have a lot of wiggle room based on their items at the moment.
Yeah, and also Fee kind of messing up versus that troll there. She should have actually walked down, and it would naturally walk towards Ko, and she could have kept the height advantage.
Wow.
So
Poulet just took 19 from a Garuda.
Yeah. Oh, all the stuff in the world for Featuritis. She's leaving.
That's not what you want to see damage-wise. Running in the same room as the blue. That's exactly what you want to see on 12.
Yeah, and elevator as well. So.
Yeah, exactly. That's absolutely what you want to see. So it looks like Poulet is actually banking on having a ton of items that he can throw and potentially ward monsters off before they even get to him.
Yeah.
Until he starts to find magic balls and things of that nature. Wow, 2 medicinal herbs on this floor, though.
Hey, you can't fault that. Those are always useful. So. Also, I just want to apologize if anyone hears a weird grinding noise. Like I said, we did adopt a dog yesterday. He's currently in the room with me, and he's going to town on the thing we got him. And he's been doing that for the last 50 minutes. So if you hear a small grinding noise, it is Obi. He's a good boy, but he's being a very quiet good boy right now. So this is a heads up if you hear grinding. I can't hear with my headphones on. But you're a good boy.
I'm very focused on Poulet's side right now because he is really starting to take some damage. And like I said, Rise targeted Kune for Fee over there. That's not what she wants to see.
Yeah, the thing is,
she had all the survivability in the world. Kune does not.
Yeah, honestly, this is where you would pick up. Oh, and Poulet's side, he's stuck between a Garuda and a Newell.
And he can't take one hit from this.
No,
he can't take
and
a
the
single
Garuda's coming
hit
to the
from this
other side.
Garuda.
Yeah. So if Fee can hold out, which again, pre-recorded, she might be able to. We don't know. 16 damage though. That is a lot.
Oh, here's this rise on this ice shield. 15 damage. Wow.
Yeah, there you go. Like that is the. See, this is why having the elemental defenses is so crucial in this game. And a lot of runners with this category, or not category, even this tournament, we're very specialized in the wood shield.
Yeah.
Unintentionally, like
we're used to only having them forever.
Yeah. And it's definitely not a thing we really enjoy for the most part. Although honestly, I don't like the current situation.
Oh no! I think he's gonna use another medicinal.
I appreciate the name Poe. Yeah. The thing is, if which way is the salamander gonna go? There's the real question.
Oof. Okay, so there's that.
Well, okay. It's going after the Garuda, so he should be.
And now it's gonna go after the Newell. Okay, so he makes it out of there. Okay. I think he'll be fine
props
here.
To you on that one. That was probably the one. Oh, actually, there's actually a small bug with the fire crystal.
Yeah, I ran into that in my last tournament. In my last tournament racing.
Oh no, there's a soft lock too with it.
What?
Yeah, it is not a safe item. I do not know exactly what causes it, but if it goes off screen and gets stuck somewhere and does something, it will basically freeze your game.
Oh no!
So you have to be really careful using fire crystals. Yeah, you always want. It only is there for a little while. It's something to do with, like, who knows? Maybe like a Manova transforms into it off screen. There's something that happens off screen to it.
Wow, Fee walked over to check what that sword was, allowing that Nile to get that free hit on her. That's surprising to me.
Yeah.
She's going upstairs with very little health, not much choice. Poulet's on 16 with full health again. This is going back and forth quite a bit. I'm very impressed with both these runners right now. Oh, and she finds a medicinal right away, so that's good for her. And a go up. Wow.
Yeah,
I find it wrong here though. He might be able to find a couple things to really help himself out.
Well, he definitely can get rid of the useless items and hopefully get them exchanged for something a lot better.
Money wand also useless. Holy Bell, that's always good to have.
And Fee sitting in a room with two Garudas right now.
Yeah, but she's got her Scorch Shield, and it took Kune.
Oh, for Abduct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yikes. That is under no circumstances what you want to see. Kune is now somewhere. Yeah. We don't know.
So, changing the lineup, what's she going to change it to? She's going to change it to 4?
Yep, she wants him to be able to kill that Garuda.
Honestly, I would have changed him to 1 and try to find the room, but 4 works as well. Hopefully he didn't get spawned next to a Kraken or anything. Well,
hey, Poulet gets the trained wand, which is super useless to him right now.
Not really. It's still technically, he should use it. Because he has a wooden wand. There's no difference. If he finds red sands, he can use it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason for him to... he just chucked it. Okay.
Yeah, I think he was more upset that he found it.
Okay, and also he now has roughly $56,000 worth of items.
Now he's got a paralysis wand. That's probably really what he was looking for there. Either that or a scarlet. So now he's got... or life, yeah. So now he's got his increased damage from a wand and the ability to chance paralysis, which is like a 5% or less chance. Nothing you can ever really count on. It just feels really nice when you get it.
Yeah.
Unless I missed something, Kune is still alive for Fee, which is... Nope, he died. Okay, I missed it. He died.
Okay.
I was going to say, which is mind-boggling that he's actually still alive, but he was not. So Fee loses Kune.
Yeah.
That means she is really, really going to struggle. Luckily, she's not using a cursed wand or anything of that type. She does still have a sword.
And all 3 shields.
And she does have those elemental shields. But like I was saying before, she was really, really hampered offensively. It's that much more so now.
Ooh, an acid rain ball, though.
This is going to be...
second acid rain ball.
This is going to be interesting. I hope she can continue at this pace, but the game is out to get her right now, and her margin for error has just drastically decreased.
Mm-hmm. Also,
Poulet just getting some free massive experience, killing that MP-less Barong.
256 is always great.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable amount of experience.
Hi, Obi. Don't worry, I just coughed.
Yeah, so you can see on Poulet's side right there, he actually did just get that paralysis trigger, so he didn't take any hits from that troll, which was nice. He also just, which you can throw at an enemy and it will make them vanish forever. It is just like an instant KO item that you can use once. Every runner loves to find them. The more you have, the better your life is going to be.
Says the guy who found how many in a run?
7. We don't need to talk about that. So somehow I got all of them because these runners together have found 1 so far.
Yeah, apparently you stole all of them from this race.
Yeah, I think I did. Whew. So Poulet's looking into this room here, and as you can just see, he threw an item at a copper coin that was sitting there. The reason he did that is because there were 2 piles of coins sitting next to each other. On these floors, Minovas, as you can just see now, can transform themselves into items. Whenever you see 2 items right next to each other, you can be fairly certain that one of the 2 is a Minova. He threw an item at one of the copper coins, or at one of the coin piles to distinguish if it took damage. It did. He knew it was one. He was all set.
Oh, so there's now a dog on my lap. He wanted to cuddle, so sorry again. You're a good coach. So honestly,
wow. Instant floor on 17, instant elevator. So he's probably gonna kill that.
That's yeah. Actually, yeah, the pickets are a really good source of experience because by the time you normally get to them, you're under leveled.
Yeah, and
you're actually doing quite well for the most part. But like I think they give like 124 or something.
Yeah, I think it's 128 if you have both out. Ooh, an 18 egg. That could be an Arachne. And he's got his blue collar. It'll be interesting to see what he wants to do with that. So Fee just kind of ran into the same problem that Poulet did. 2 sets of coins right next to each other, and instead of even chancing it, she just turned around and left. She did not want to deal with that at all.
And honestly, I'm actually really, really surprised that...
I'm surprised she didn't try to throw an item at one of those scrolls. To try to figure out which one was the Minova and try to pick up the other one. Because that could have been a restore scroll.
That's true, actually. Yeah, that would have been
really, really big.
Don't throw a Liam, you'll waste 48 seconds. We figured that out.
Yeah. Someone might have done that in a race. I don't know who.
Actually, that was me.
See, now she's just trying to troll here. She specifically equipped the ice shield before the picket.
Yeah, I think that was actually a mistake.
No, I'm going to assume it was trolling. Fee doesn't make mistakes.
Yeah. Although she doesn't have a steel sword, so she might not win this.
So Poulet right now is heating up his egg right next to the... For sure have an escape route out. So a lot of runners will like to use the end of a floor to heat up their egg as long as possible before something shows up, so they can hopefully get something good out of it.
Can you guys hear the dog at all?
I can't.
Okay, so you're panting just quiet enough. That's good.
Ooh, Poulet has nothing anymore for magic balls. That's very interesting.
He does have the Olim, so he can get away from one bad situation, and he does have, I think...
and both of those are real, because the monster was able to walk over it.
Yeah,
so,
if a Minova is transformed, it acts as a wall. Why
didn't he check the other one? He must not have known. He must not have paid attention.
He must think it's a... yeah, I think he thought it was a Minova. If you can see a monster walk through an item, it's a real item.
Yep.
So...
Okay, so now again, like I said, these are constantly seeming to go back and forth, especially because Fee's starting to really have some more offensive capability as far as items that will save her against individual monsters, where Poulet just doesn't. He has mixed magic, and that's all he can count on to get himself out of any situation right now. Granted, Fee doesn't have that, so I would still probably give him the long-term advantage, but he, again, has very little room for error. He gets pincered by 2 enemies, 2 spiders, for instance. He's really, really going to be hurting.
Yeah, and Fee did an excellent job in avoiding using a confusion scroll, 2 trolls. Like, I have to give her credit on that one. Actually, I would have tried
Oof. Walks right into a spider. Poulet takes
Does
23.
Fee still have the 2 acid rain balls at her disposal?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so...
Only takes 11 from a troll sword troll. That is not bad.
No, that damage still 10. She can't whittle that down, I don't think.
And she's got her medicinal herbs, so she may go through troll.
She might be good for that level, yeah. Okay, why would you slug it out with a troll sword?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
The only thing she can do, I think, is probably try to. Oh, she walked into it. Try to get into.
We have a points for Poulet.
Hey there! Hey now, Mister. I'm ahead of my stream. She's not dead over here yet. Okay.
Okay, I would say there's any way out of that because I think there's another one as well.
She could have untransformed, had her acid rain ball, and then dropped it. You don't know this.
I play the doggy. No, I can't play the doggy.
Okay, so first point to Poulet on this one.
It was the problem is the 2 HP, and also no matter what, the troll gun is going to shoot you.
Maybe.
So that is.
So that's game one. That is game one to Poulet. We are going to reset, and we are going to run this back. Do you need a second to find out where it goes? Actually, it's just going to pull itself right back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, and I'll just go back. Her timestamps actually that she gave are. There you go. I'm exactly on it. But oh man, that dying from a troll ball gun when you're already quite leveled is quite upsetting because they don't really do a lot of damage. But having 2 HP and you can't walk away from them and you're a frog, yeah, that's just not the situation you want to be in. Hey, little guy. You're a happy puppy today. You're a happy puppy every day I saw you so far. That's 2. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to let you actually hold on.
Yeah, I could do the countdown because it's easier for me to type go and then hit mouse.
All right, go for it.
All right.
You can count our runners down.
Our runners. the current
well, I guess our runner and you yourself count you down.
Please don't eat that, Obi.
Yeah, Fee, I feel you. That frog trap just at the worst possible time. That you had nothing but tools at your disposal to get yourself out of really any situation unless you weren't allowed to use the tools at your disposal.
Yeah. The serious loadout frog, yeah.
Okay, so while they start up, I'm going to just very lovingly leave you in charge of the intro stage. For just a moment, let you fill 5 minutes of dialogue with your own stuff, and I should be back before they hit floor 2.
Sounds good. So this is Obi. No, you're cute dog, right? You are. Okay, so we have some time to fill, so please ask some questions. I am currently petting a dog with the evil maniacal genius. But for those who are new, this is the Rock Me to the Top of Zero Dreams tournament. I was going to say Discord. And this is basically the whole point of this is our 80% run with a small caveat. Sorry, stop petting the dog. Look. We have to basically get to a higher floor than our opponents. And Frog is OP. Not quite. You have to get a higher floor than the opponent, and the whole reason Poulet took that point without any consideration is because he was a higher floor than full Featuritis was when she died in the tower. So because of that, he gets a free point. Not free point, so he gets the point. And if someone gets to the same floor or they both die on the same floor, whoever got there first will be awarded. It's the best of 3 to take away the RNG of this roguelike mystery dungeon style game. And honestly, it's a ton of fun to play. It is probably one of my favorite games of all time. It's probably, no matter what, at least top 3 for me. And it is legitimately it's never frustrating to lose. It's one of those weird games. Yes, Featuritis, when she recorded this, again, I'll explain that in a second. When she recorded this, she was playing on a PS3. The difference between Poulet and emulator is, or Poulet and emulator is being used by Poulet, and Featuritis, now known as Fee, will be, yes, as she points out, it sucks for disk load speed. I actually have bought a PS2 since. Isn't that right? So to explain what's going on is I will move the cursor over Fee's thing here to show. This is Fee is currently on a business trip, and when it comes down to it, she wanted to still do her matches. So her and Poulet came to the agreement that she could stream and record her match, and since I'm available at the computer and we are married, I would be able to play it back and commentate. So I'm currently here with a phone, a tablet, and a desktop with 2 monitors, streaming her matches for you guys. She did this in, she took 3 hours off to do the matches, and she did not come downstairs for the full 3 hours. So I don't know if she died very quickly or whatever. This is all entirely her. As you can hear as well, is she recorded without commentary, so we'll be able to use it as background audio. That can raise your feed. I think I forgot to mention that to you. So thanks for thinking ahead. But so now we're getting into the tower for Poulet, because it is that much of a load difference. You can really see it. It's not going to make a huge difference because when it comes down to it, you're going to be, for the most part, pretty consistent in the tower. Like you're either going to go up really quickly or you're not going to find the elevator at all. Right. So that's that. The current situation is kind of a recording versus a live. Poulet is playing live. He is in Europe, so it's quite late there now. And Fee is actually watching the match and in chat, and she's watching her matches being played back. So yeah, except frogginess, yeah. Frog status and life ones. Who would have thought, eh? What's the dog just fell asleep on my arm while I was petting? Oh, you're awake. Okay, hello. No, so we adopted a dog as of yesterday. It's very good. I didn't want to leave it alone, and thankfully Dead Narcissus will be back after Floor 1 tutorial's done. He's going to help me with co-commentating, because if I have to go little puppy out and stuff like that, I'd have to leave the stream. So the first 5 items you get in this is... I never want to do around like this again. I know. It must be very stressful for you, Fee. But the thing is, everything worked out, and you'll be back before the next week's done, so do live stuff. Hey, Obi. Honestly, Obi likes streaming. He actually is quite content just hanging out, and I'm quite happy for that, because, you know. Very, very content.
Yeah, Fee, how much worse is it knowing where you're at and just having to see what the other person does?
Yeah.
That's got to be a nightmare.
Yeah. I'll put a picture in our Discord in a sec for what the dog looks like after races are done. But so basically, they'll it's just finished as well on the first floor. You get the same 5 items: wood shield, copper sword, fireball that has 5 charges, a plump egg, it's gonna be named a random color, and a medicinal herb. So basically, everyone here is going to have the same thing to start the tower run with, but once they hit floor 2, like they both have, I believe, on stream now, it's everything at that point is procedurally generated and random and a proper run. Okay, can you lounge anymore? You're actually crushing my hand. Again, I'll post a photo of it. Actually, if you can, link our Discord. I haven't plugged it yet. We have an Azure Dreams Speedrank Discord, which actually has been merged with the Game Boy Color version as of recently. So yes, anything Azure Dreams we are covering now. And we have a great... the organizer for the Game Boy Color, has been doing tutorial videos and world record attempts. We've been my death approaches. A little dramatic there, Fee.
Nah. She'll be fine.
You want to go down? No? Okay, more petting. Oh, if you stop petting the dog for these 2 seconds, you commit a great sin. I've never seen a dog like petting as much as this. So both players now are... hopefully... No, they haven't got their... No, Fee has not got
an Iron
level
Shield.
yet.
That's quick.
Poulet barely missing that go up trap there. That's lucky. You do not want to get a go up trap. No.
Actually, yeah, I am covering Tao's Adventure. It sucks. We're done.
Yep. It is a very disappointing sequel to the Azure Dreams games. The Game Boy Color one is unique and it's really fun and it stays very true to Azure Dreams. But the Tao's Adventure for the DS was atrocious. So, I don't think there's actually any speedrunners for it either.
Okay. Sophie just hit her level 2, which is very good.
Yeah.
Always nice to see.
Yeah, so...
It gets really worrying the longer you see someone stay at level 1.
Yeah, and the thing is, once you want to get level 2, because you get a giant increase of HP. You go from 16 to 26. You get 10 increase. And you might be thinking, wow, that's great. It's like every level might... No, after that you get like 2, 3, 4... and eventually you get to the point where you're gonna get one shot from monsters because you're not going up a high enough. You don't have enough HP to survive like a killer if you're like level 15. I think actually at that point it's possible to survive it. So they're both okay. No, sorry. Poulet is on floor 3, so he's still trying to find as much items as he can on the first 5 floors. Stop hitting you.
So I've learned if I'm not commenting my own stuff, I'm really bad at commentating because I get really absorbed into watching these people.
It's a really fun game to watch.
I'm just watching. I'm not talking. I'm just watching them play.
Yeah. Level 1 is the worst level. Autocorrect. Yeah. Honestly, it's like this game is ridiculously fun to play. And like I said, you can't really be mad at losing unless if you're losing a world record pace. But for the most part, I don't know of many runners who even do attempts. Whatever. If something happens, go, oh well. Which is unlike some other speed games where it sucks to lose a run.
Here you go in expecting to lose one, and it's just, how long can I be pleasantly surprised that I'm alive?
Yes, like your last tournament run where you booked up the tower to 40 without Queenie for like 90% of it.
Yeah, that happened. And then I died on 8 and like 20.
Yeah. Yeah, this game, like, no matter how talented the runner is,
there's
no guarantee. Yeah, you'll never get a guarantee that you will do anything other than mediocre, I guess. Like, you can't bank on anything. Like, even during my last tournament race, I came across 4 one-room floors in 3 runs. 2 of them back-to-back, actually. I didn't even think that was even possible, but it was.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, and then Sand Knight found 2, so we found 6 during 3 matches between both of us, which is... Oh, go up, crap. Oh, sorry, that's Spider. I'm watching the wrong screen. Okay, I have a dog and 3 electronic devices around me playing. Give me a break. And Obi is a very good distraction right now. Ain't you? You done? You asleep? You assume you're asleep.
Let's see. Leather, So Poulet has a wand again. This time it's a seal wand. 100%, well, 99.99% useless. It occasionally can seal enemy monsters' magic. I can never think of a single time that's ever come in handy. And oh my goodness, the warp trap. My most hated nemesis, the warp trap. Yeah. This is very dangerous on floor 4 because...
Yeah, you're not strong enough to have Queenie survive.
No. No, he will die very quickly unless you can get to him. And it looks like she got warped quite a ways away from him.
That's a shame.
I think I might burn that exit loop. And oh, she didn't need to. Go up.
Actually,
up the elevator. Go up the elevator. No, you can't afford to take too many steps away from it. Okay. Oh, wow. Lucky. Lucky. All right. He found her. Nicely done.
I don't know why she would wait that long. I think she still wants to try to find on the tower.
That's exactly what it is. She still wants to explore. But she didn't want to walk away from the elevator and not being able to get back to it in time. That was the smartest way to do it. I wouldn't have done it. I'm not risky enough to do that. I hate warp traps enough as is, rather than trying to taunt them.
Yeah.
But that was a very good play. I liked that a lot. That worked out really well for her.
Although all the monsters in the world currently attacking Fee right now.
Yes.
So she's able to two-shot them. The thing is, you want to get as much experience as you can, as fast as you can. And honestly, having the small train of monsters come at you isn't really the biggest deal.
I wonder if she's going to equip it. I don't think she will. Not that she hasn't. Oh, she did!
You got surprised after the life wand, right?
Yeah. Well, since she had an iron, I figured she would equip the iron at first and then switch back if she needed to, but... Yeah, V, that was a really good play. I liked that a lot. I wouldn't have done it myself. I probably wouldn't have even thought to do it. I would have just gone, I don't want to take too many steps away from here, and then ran away.
Yeah, no, because you actually have all the... Did you just burp? Oh, don't burp into the microphone. It's rude. So basically, you want to explore the first 5 floors as much as possible. So banking on Queenie's life for that, I still don't think I would. I would just immediately go up.
Yeah, I think I would have too. So right now, Poulet's sitting on a copper shield like he had last time. Defense 4, the wood shield's defense 2, so it is a little bit better than the wood shield, and a wand. So he's not necessarily happy with his outlook and equipment, but he's okay with it. Fee, on the other hand, cannot be happy with what she has so far.
The mirror should be useful.
Mirror is later, nice. Right, but that's not something you want to see right away. That's something you want to have like a steal for a little while, and then find a mirror on like 12. And then you're like, okay, now it's kind of worth it to switch over. But starting with a mirror just can't feel great.
Honestly, that's still one of the things I love, because I try to bait out the spells and then finish things off. Because like, if you were to keep walking away from the Griffin, eventually...
Ooh, 2 misses. Yikes. 2 misses in a row on that Cyclone.
Yeah. I don't know what really the percentage of missing is, but it seems a lot.
It feels like it's a lot.
Yeah. And you can see again the strength of Poulet's wand. Again, Seal, I would not have equipped that. Like, I would have held out.
I agree. I probably would have held out till this floor, which it wouldn't have made much of a difference. But I probably would have held out till right about here, and then equipped it. And taking that chance. Unless he has a decurse, which in that case I would have equipped it right away. But neither of these runners seem to ever go into their inventory. So...
Yeah, it's just really hard to tell actually what they're doing.
Okay, there she is. She just equipped her wooden wand. She's officially at the point where she's kind of... Not that she needs it now, but I think she's realizing she would rather have the ability for guaranteed 2 shots or 1 shots to save MP long term.
Yeah.
Lucius, no. The tourney format isn't going to change at any point. It's always going to be an hour as you get best of 3. The only thing that can change is if any runners decide to oh my goodness, Poulet's room. If either runner decides to introduce anything like as a friendly rule between the two. We have no restrictions on that, but there hasn't been any yet, so.
Yeah, so basically, the only real thing that's really changed since the start of the tournament is Garuda. And I believe Poulet and Fee agreed no Garuda ability was to be used. But they could use Garuda if they found the egg.
Yeah.
So that was what they agreed on, I believe, before the match. Because, as we saw, actually, in the last match, where Sorry, I made you flinch. I moved my hand a little bit too fast for Obi. Sorry, I'm scared doggy. Basically, when it comes to Garuda's ability, he will abduct your monster or you and take you to a random room. If it's your own creature, you can abduct yourself, and it's broken for how safe you can be.
So broken.
So we have basically a gentleman's agreement right now, where if no one acknowledges it, it's usable. If one person says no, they have discussed it, it's no. I believe, right?
So if there's a disagreement, it's a guaranteed use.
Oh, okay, that's what. Yes, and then if both people say no, then it's a no.
Correct.
Because let's face it, you're not going to find a Garuda every single time in the tower. It's an RNG game. We should base it on RNG things, and that's just how things go.
Man, Poulet is just flying this time. 17 minutes in, already he might just go straight to 10.
Oh, I'm messing up the timer on his behalf. I'm not taking into account stream delay for when he starts. Because it's not being streamed or restreamed or whatever on that regard. I'm the one counting him down, clicking the mouse.
Right.
That's why there's a weird delay. Oh, okay. So that's a what? 30-second delay. So yeah, that's about the restream time. Whatever, that's close enough. Ooh, I don't like that room Poulet's in, actually.
No, that's not a great room.
Because if the volcano wakes up, he's... I would... What are you doing?
So here, this has just got to be killing Fee right now. Because if she were playing this, she'd go, oh, he's on 10. Unfortunately, she's played this game out completely and can't do anything about the fact that he's on 10 while she's on 5. And I'm sure she'll be the first to tell you this is just torture.
Yeah. And the thing is, again, like, you can't... Like, she recorded these matches on... what day was the 5th of April. So... She was under the assumption that Poulet was playing the game, and that's about it. Well, Poulet, I believe, has the stream open, and he can see where she is at all times. And knowing the fact that she can't react to how Poulet is playing is huge.
I think what's even worse, and she's done a fantastic job of not alluding to this as an actual even possibility, and just done a really good job with spoilers. But in that last game, she knew the second Poulet passed the floor that she died at. And she knew about 8 to 10 minutes before the round ended that she had lost. Yeah, but she still had to sit here and watch it play out.
Yeah.
And didn't say a word about it. That's...
Yeah, so props to you on that one.
Yes.
Like I was sitting there just biting my knuckles, and obviously I'd have a total shift. And I'm trying my best to... I actually have a ball cap on, and actually I put it over so I can't actually see the monitors anymore. And again,
so you're forcing yourself not to be able to see into the future anymore?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it is what it is. Again, this is a super unique situation, but props to both runners for arranging an agreement. Yeah, poor Fee. But the thing is, actually, if this goes on well enough and stuff like that, looks like Fee's actually finally using that glow-up trap.
Oh, Luigi's got some cheater knowledge in here too.
Oh. Captain Luigi, you're her previous opponent. You're admitting to cheating. I think she should be in your place instead. She could have taken on whoever Luigi lost against, right?
Probably. Morning.
3 p.m. where you are.
No, none of that. None of that here.
No.
I know you probably worked third and you're just getting up for the day.
Okay. Well, no. He was watching accidentally. I just happened to click the stream and start watching. Oh well.
Man. Getting right up to 7 now. Whew.
Yeah, the thing is, you really want to fly by basically the green-colored floors. Like those are particularly the worst for me. There's nothing really nice about them. There are just tons of Minovas and rooms and stuff like that. But you can set for commentary. Fair enough. Yes, thank you to Darcis for participating on that one, because I would not have enough computer screens.
You're welcome. It's not like I'm doing anything. I'm literally just sitting here watching them play and then occasionally going, oh, look at that.
That happened.
Oh, cool. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a bad room. You just, like, record 6 different, like, 2-word reactions and play them, and no one would tell the difference.
And you can splice them together, so it's like, oh, room. And stuff like
Yeah.
that. There you go. You have the commentary.
Look out. Nice one.
Also, I love the volcanoes. Like, I'm gonna get you. And they just poop a rock. Okay, that's useful.
So there's an egg up on Poulet on 411. This is kind of a crapshoot set of floors for eggs. It's just low enough to where you might get lucky and get a Nile. It's just high up enough to where you're at the very edge of a clown. Other than that, that's really about it. There's nothing else you want from these floors. There's really not anything you want from many floors, to be quite honest.
Full Featuritis with all the water creatures following her right now.
Yeah. Not the
scroll.
greatest. Oh,
Just
okay.
check for that.
All right.
All right, that works.
Ooh, there's the steel shield for Poulet. He's got to be feeling really happy about that.
Yeah, anything's better than like 6 defense. I'm sorry, it's not. You okay now?
So right now, he's really just looking for a Scarlet Wand, and then he's basically going to have the best magic set, or best equipment setup he can reasonably hope for.
Yeah.
Same thing for Fee as well, even though she's sitting there knowing exactly what she actually is getting. Oh, I didn't even catch that. The Minova leveled up?
Yeah, there's actually there is a thing you can do to save time. If you want to somehow do it. But basically, if you were to try to go for 100%, and if you were to level up all the monsters that can evolve to level 20 as opponents...
And then just hit them?
Yeah, you would technically get the data for them. So I have actually evolved a clown enemy in the tower before to a death.
That's
and
horrifying.
it is exactly as terrifying as you would think it is.
That's horrifying.
Oh, Fee in a room with 2 Minovas.
Okay, so we're getting kind of back up to where we were before everything started to kind of get crazy. I'm honestly shocked at how bad the items are for both of these runners.
Yes, they are having horrible item luck.
This is... Like, I can't... Normally by now I have a decent feel for how the run's going to go. And you can kind of generally, plus or minus 5 floors, be like, okay, they can probably get to about here. I have no idea for either of these runners right now. Because neither of them have anything.
Yeah.
They take one bad step and just... I mean... I don't know. I don't know if either of them are going to break 20.
No. Luigi, that's a horrible idea. Go back to bed. Not you. Sorry, I don't want to say that around you. Don't do that. Go to BED. Obi, Obi, I actually said it, and he went to bed at 8 yesterday. He really enjoys sleep. So I actually said that he perked up. I'm like, no. It's currently like 1:18 p.m. Don't do that. Okay, you're okay. Just don't go comatose again. Of all things to be trained in, it just really loves sleeping, so yay.
So since he is a little bit higher, I'll tend to focus a little bit probably more on Poulet right about now. He's starting to get to the really, really dangerous areas thanks to the monster that's following behind him. It's a Kraken. Krakens are water-based, so they're incredibly dangerous. You don't deal much damage to them. They deal a ton to you. And Krakens has an electrifiability, meaning that unless you're using a wooden weapon, you will receive kickback damage every time you deal damage to them. Luckily, in a tournament style like this, almost all your damage is going to be from holding a wand and doing mixture magic, so that isn't as bad. However, they're still tanky enough, have high enough defense, and do enough damage that you never really want to fight one-on-one, let alone if you see two around you. This is probably the first time you're really going to almost always see any runner throw an item at one specific monster to avoid fighting them. And that's this for sure. You'll still see U-boats, Manovas, Blooms, things like that, and runners will still try to fight one. They won't want to fight two. Here, even if there's just one, a runner will try to avoid them however possible.
Yeah, or Oblivion Fruit or whatever. Like, you want to get away from every... Yeah. It does look like he will be using the Oblivion Fruit, and...
I think he'll be...
Oh,
nope, he's egg bombing and then trying to run away from it. But if he gets pincered again, he will use that Oblivion. I can almost guarantee it.
Yeah, Oblivion Fruits are probably like the get-out-of-jail-free card of this game. But it's only good for one time, and you better make sure you use it at the most.
Oh no, Dreamin' got him.
Oh no. Oh, jeez. I was watching Feaside, I thought, because I saw the Dreamers there.
He woke up at the... Oh no, and now there's... And he can't throw an Olim.
Nope, because he's holding...
He's gonna take that hit. Okay, he's got 2 health. He's probably going to throw an Olim and then use a medicinal and has to hope. Hope. Okay, so it doesn't look like the Griffin's gonna...
No, it's not a diagonal angle. And technically, it's weird. When they get aggroed on you. In hallways, it's a lot different. If you see them walking around the long way, they haven't aggroed you yet. So, since it was walking around the corner...
It's not going to throw a long-range spell from down the hall.
Yeah, but the second it looks at you at the end of his turns, it is scary. And, oh, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand trying to do it earlier, but he didn't want to have to try to set it down because he was going to take a guaranteed hit, setting Kune down. And then obviously you want to try to make your Olims last as long as possible. I understand the play. It didn't pay off for him. But I think I might have made a similar play. I may have abandoned it a little earlier. But I think I would have at least started the play the same way.
Yeah, and there's only a 3-floor difference between them, despite Fee having a much slower start.
Yeah, she's catching up real quick here. But there we are, another elevator. I don't...
Actually,
Fee
the
does
elevator
have
from
that
Poulet's
one
side has
still.
been great, actually.
Paralyzed, he's probably going to equip that. Yep. So he's got the same wand as he did last time. Kraken coming up. I don't think he's going to want to deal with that. He's probably going to take off. He's really just looking for elevators here whenever possible. Which he's found one, and I was kind of surprised he didn't take it. But we'll see how that goes. Ooh, and he put Kune voluntarily on the lower floor. Oh, that was a bad move. That was a bad play right there. Oh, that hurts.
And the miss as well, so he didn't even get the extra damage that he was banking from.
Oh, no.
Also, I do appreciate him hitting Queenie backwards. Yeah.
Okay, so he's feeding him the medicinal, getting him back up to high ground. Okay. All right, so...
That works.
Danger is temporarily gone.
Yeah, I would have just bagged it and taken the hit myself and try to deal with the Griffin. Because at least at that point...
Man, Poulet is getting himself into a lot of unnecessary situations by not taking elevators right away.
Yes, I don't know why.
I'm really surprised with this.
Yeah, because he knows where the elevator is in his floor. Like, I think Fee on floor 11 does not know where the elevator is right now.
No.
That's fine. But the second, like, you want to go through to floor 17 as fast as possible. Because the Krakens, the Garudas, everything is just super annoying, and you want to level up on Pickets so you can get a buffer, so you can fight.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a Kraken. He leaves. Okay, that's at least he knows where he's going on that one.
I think I saw the elevator on that rotate in, and it looks like it's in the left side middle area. From how? Oh, there it is, Clown Egg. I would hatch that as soon as possible to get that ranged ability.
He has to find the elevator, and he has to be safe. Like, there's 414 sucks because you can't do much damage to. See, again, I don't agree with Poulet doing that. He's trying to use.
Oh no!
Queenie as a meat shield. Oh, and then there's the Krakens.
Well, that's my preferred strategy for early. Is using him as my meat shield, and then, or at least trying to equal out the damage as much as possible between the two of us. So that way, as we're walking around, we're gaining 2 HP every, 12, 16 steps rather than 1 HP every 12, 16 steps. It overall gives you a larger health pool and recovers you faster. But I think it's starting to get too risky.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to see if the dog wants out.
You're fine.
Yeah.
So right now we have
Poulet. About 3 minutes.
He's heating up his Clown Egg. He might finish it here. I think he's going to. I think he's going to take the hit here. Yep. He's going to get Kune with a double spell ability if he just decides to fuse it. And a ranged ability. Or he's going to use Clown and have a huge advantage over water monsters. I'm interested to see which one he picks. I would fuse Kune right now, personally. But that's kind of up to what he wants to do here. And I think that's what he's going to do. Yep, he's going for the fusion. I like that play. I like giving yourself really strong up-close magic and then a good long-range magic as well. I really like that combo a lot, even though Clown individually is my favorite familiar. In this type of tournament setting or in this type of play setting, I don't think you can really get Clown strong enough quick enough to be good long-term. But this way, I think it's absolutely fantastic. Oh no, this is a bad paralysis. This is a really bad paralysis for him. This Kune could go down right away. The second he fuses it, and it's going to die. Oh no. Oh no. This is such a long-lasting paralyzed trap. Wow. The tower giveth, the tower taketh away. That is heartbreaking to see. Oh. Wow. You just never want to have to see something like that happen. He was in such a good position, and then it turned around on him so quickly with nothing he could do. He really has to hope at this point he finds a restore scroll. He's in a really bad position right now, too. He's definitely going to want to try to get out of this as best as possible. I think he's going to take 2 steps and eat the medicinal. Yep. That's what he's doing here, which is a good call. I think that's the right play. Definitely want to go through that. You're not going to have double speed for too long. Oof. Wow, just all the monsters following him right now, too.
So 412, 415.
Feed.
Oh, yeah.
I ran into that same thing a couple rounds ago. You can actually put it in your bag if you feed it, and then you can't use it. You actually have to physically place it back down to pick it up. But you can't just pick it straight up off the ground like you would normally. It's unfortunate. I didn't fully watch because I was very enraptured by what happened to Poulet over there. Did you actually get to pick it up, or did you miss it entirely? So, Shawnee, here's what you missed. Clown Egg hatched, fused into Kune for Poulet.
And he died?
Immediately steps onto a paralysis trap on the next floor, and a Nile wipes out his Kune. Whoa!
Ooh.
Whoa! Fee's got a life wand!
Whoa!
Fee's got a life wand! What is this? What is this?
She's killed her own meme. What's she doing?
No! Now what are we gonna do? She's been waiting this whole match for that 1 second. I know it.
Yeah, she was.
She's literally just been sitting here the whole time going, I can't wait for this to start. I can't wait for this exact moment.
Yeah, so the life wand not only does give you the staff benefits of using mixture magic, you get 1 HP per 8 damage. So you can get a ton of HP back if you were to hit a winged creature with fire mixture magic. Or anything really. Just you get a lot of HP.
So I will say right now, even though she is 3 floors behind, I absolutely think Fee's got the advantage here. Obviously, I don't know where she ends up. She does, but man, I think I would pick Kune up, drop him behind me, and just fight this Nile rather than trying to continually walk up towards this monster train.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why. You aggroed your Kraken right there, and there wasn't much you could do about it.
Yeah, and it looks like she wants to get behind that Kraken as well. Also, I have to report, I have the goodest of boy. You did it good.
He did it good.
He did it good. I've been trying to check every hour to make sure.
Oh, the tower just insulting Poulet by giving him a water crystal.
Oh.
With a dead familiar.
Great. Yeah. Water crystals are so
If that's
good.
a restore, though, you've just got to be like beelining for every single scroll you see.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I would chance like taking multiple hits if I had to check a scroll if I knew I could get out of it.
It is a confusion scroll though, so
it's still useful. It's still almost a get out of jail free card. Not guaranteed, but it's still going to be a pretty big help. Okay, there goes his pillar ball. Wow.
The best enemy in the game. Nice spin too. I love that.
So I started doing that a lot, and I know Sand did during our race as well. We've gotten good at showing emotion in the middle of our race, even though we can't talk. Whether it's frustration, excitement. I saw Sand Knight's like 1080 spin after finding that Roche, and made me lose my mind. I saw his little victory spin.
Non-verbal communication is important.
He got his pillar ball back, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
You can't be feeling terrible.
When we have...
Oof, 2 fails. Is he going for the 3rd?
Yeah. That's...
Nope, he's dropping the pillar.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you use your resources, because your resources are useless if you die. Like,
yep, 100%.
And it's gonna be...
Fee's got a really good set of magic right now. I don't know how many charges her fire has left, but she's got Pillar Binding and Acid Rain.
Yeah, the binding's nice. Like that's really
I think that's what she's gonna burn right here. Yep.
Oh, Poulet finding a steel sword. Match is over. He's gonna win.
That's true, especially since she has the life wand.
Yeah, this is now literally life wand versus steel sword. So what is gonna happen? Is the meme
so that's
true?
Interesting.
Oh, so useless the frog.
I think I would have probably tried to fight the Kraken while it was paralyzed. I don't think trying to get around it was a bad play, but now it's following her. But I think she got enough distance to where she's safe.
Yeah, the thing is, you really got to be careful of the pincer traps. Because, well, not pincer traps, the pincer scenario. Because if for whatever reason you bank on getting around an enemy, fine, you can do that. But the thing is, if you're avoiding it because you think you might not be able to beat it, and the same enemy or a worse enemy comes up in front of you, you're literally stuck between a rock and a hard place at that point.
Oh, like, you got to go after the Nile. You have to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's gonna see where they are. They have all converged on that one room.
So about that
point, I think
obliterated
7 monsters in that one tiny room right now, and another troll, and a Kraken, and a Nile coming from the other side. How many monsters are on this floor? Oh my god!
Bad, that's for sure. And we're actually we're actually now less than 20 minutes for this round.
Yeah.
So both these runners, Poulet at floor 18 in 40 minutes isn't bad. But honestly, it could be a little bit more, like, I honestly thought. Well, actually, no. He lost Queenie, so yeah, he's on good pace for what things he has.
So I
He
can
has a good amount of spells.
almost guarantee you what's going on with Fee right now. So in general, when you get stuck into a room like this, you're kind of upset because it's taking you so long to get through. But when you're watching a recording of a room like this, and you're watching yourself burn 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes trying to escape monsters, while your opponent is 4 floors ahead of you, this is excruciating to watch for her.
Yeah, this is bad.
Just watching how unlucky this floor is making her, seeing the advantage that her opponent is getting just pulling farther and farther away, while just knowing how much time is burning off the clock due to nothing but bad monster spawns and room layout.
It's comfortable. Sure. Picture that.
Okay, good move, seeing if the Kraken ran away in it.
See, the one thing we have to figure out still and make we have to make tutorials for is how enemies move and how they track you.
Yeah.
Because I've seen instances where Minovas are following you exactly one space away.
And they just stop.
Walk into a room and they just go blip and they turn around.
Yep.
And I want to know what causes that so we can exploit that and get higher and more consistent. And the same thing, I think Krakens are somewhat weird for going around corners, if I remember correctly as well. So
I think it's if they're not tracking you, they tend not to take angles.
yeah.
All right, so Poulet got up to 20. This is, I think, about where he ended last time.
Yeah.
1.
That's because Fee died behind him.
Yep. So here's where things I would consider, if you were playing the game casually, the real game begins. Here's where every single monster is terrifying. There is not a single monster you run into where you go, oh, I'm okay. That doesn't exist anymore.
No.
That won't exist for the rest of the run.
No, stealth. I will argue stealth is the dumbest thing going.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
After that, yes, everything else is terrifying.
With one exception, you never want to run into any monsters on these floors. And even stealth, you can really end your run prematurely if you are running around in one-shot territory trying to get health back and you just get sniped.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Fee.
Although I have to admit, Fee is doing great when it comes to inputs. She has not really made a bad input. I say that, and then
she is burning through so much resources on these 2 floors that should never take this much resources. It's got to be just absolutely infuriating her, or I'm sure it did when she was playing it.
And now again.
And again, having to rewatch it, because these floors usually aren't bad.
No,
you just normally don't want to fight things, but everything is coming at her from every bad angle possible. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I guess the collar jack and the non-collar jack don't really care about seeing either.
Well, I don't know. I remember one attempt I was going up the floor, I came across 9 regular Plumpus on those floors, nothing else. So like, I'm not going to kill them, I'm just going to throw them, because...
Right.
You know? And what are they going to do? Come and hit me for 1?
Right, if you can keep them on and stop other monsters from spawning, that's just beneficial to you. Wow! I keep thinking these floors can't get worse for Fee, and I keep being unpleasantly surprised. And Poulet is really starting to pick up steam here. It was a 4-floor difference. Now it's 7. He's got a star glass. It's about to be an 8-floor difference.
And we're under 15 minutes now, too.
Yeah.
Guys, once Fee's timer hits an hour, that is how long the thing's been going for. I know the stream delay is 30-second difference. That's why it's difference. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, and a Kraken and Troll just come in out of nowhere.
Looks like Poulet's going up, so that's now 8-floor difference.
So I don't want to call it, but I think Fee is very aware at this point she did not win this race. I have a very strong feeling she did not make it to 24. And even if she did, she clearly didn't make it before Poulet did.
Poulet just landing on an egg as well.
Yeah.
Like, okay, the floor 24 eggs are really, really good because if you go up or down, again, I think it's +3, -3, whatever we decided, or whatever the thing is, or a chart. Like, there's some really good stuff in those floors. Like, you can get blocks, tickets to various things in the world.
Soul Scorcher. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh yeah.
I can't speak for everyone. At this point on floor 24, based on what he just picked up, at best he could hope for a block, which wouldn't be a huge benefit right now, and the amount of turns waste to hatch one, you'd probably rather just use it as an egg bomb at the moment with 14 minutes left to go in a race. If this was 20 minutes ago, you might be able to get enough use out of it to make it worthwhile hatching. And he may still try to do that when he finds the elevator. But at this point, I don't think there's enough benefit long-term to do that.
Fee is still on floor 15.
Yeah, this is absurd. I think she has spent 15 minutes on these last 2 floors.
Yeah, this is just the worst. Hopefully, again, there's still 13 minutes left on her clock right now as I say that. And hopefully she can just get away. But yeah, I was talking before about like the non-verbal stuff that the player's been doing. We've been doing that to kind of put a little bit of flavor in our gameplay. Because we know that you can't hear us. Oh, thank goodness. How can dogs sleep like that? Huh. Alright. Yeah, you know what? That's probably the best case scenario, just taking that small hit and finally get out of that floor.
Oh, whoa! I don't think he meant to turn that direction when he threw it.
Oh, no. No, definitely not. That is a definite misplay there.
That's all right. He had the malicious... Neither of those blocks... What?
All the blocks.
What?
I don't think they could be confused. I think that may be something...
I've never seen that.
The thing is, they're supposed to get confused, so I think they might actually be immune. I think he's
I know I've done it to a block before.
I think maybe using it on them, but walking through it might not affect them.
That's crazy.
Again, this game is well programmed. We have no idea what's intended or not. No, they are confusable. You can use malicious scroll. Oh my goodness. This is the end for Poulet, unless he has all the resources
he's got some charges.
Oh, there's only one in front of him at that time.
Yeah.
Although now he's at risk of being paralyzed at any turn, too.
Right. Yeah. That's the real thing I'd be concerned about at the moment. And he found the elevator. Unless he gets paralyzed as he steps on it, which I hope he does. Or one turn before... Lucky.
Well, at least he got closer to the elevator than Sand Knight did. 2 steps away from winning a race. Just so good. I'll keep bringing it up till the end.
I'm not going to argue against it. He beat me. You can make fun of him all you want.
Actually, in the Discord, we're having a friendly discussion on who really should be the one to take down Sand Knight. And it's like, oh no, please let me. It's fine. Like, I'll be happy to. Oh no, it's up to me. So that was the quickest floor we've seen in a while by Fee.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, and okay, this is the troll. That's fine. I was gonna say
there's
maybe something.
There's the floor 25 picket.
Mm-hmm. There's only one picket on that floor. He normally holds the water medallion if you talk to the pool owner. And then it maybe comes.
Still no Scarlet from. Oh no, wait. Oh, she has a life. Yeah, still no Scarlet from any runner.
Nope. Yeah,
that's kind of surprising.
Hello, Mike Bloke. I like the term Azure Dreamers. That's actually really cool. At this point, more of Azure memers, but whatever.
Same thing.
Pretty much, yeah. If you've seen our meme Discord. I don't like where Poulet's face. He should have enough resources to get rid of the zoo, but I don't like being in front of them at all. While Fee's just absolutely just beating down a maneuver right now.
Yeah, Poulet's on 26. I don't think Fee's gonna hit 8 floors in 10 minutes. 9 minutes.
Unless she pulls a Captain Luigi and gets 7 elevators in the same.
Well, and Poulet gets another floor. So.
Okay, so 8 floors in a row.
Yikes.
Checking that fruit. Tamina, always a great option. Yeah. Although honestly, like of all the fruits, at this point I'd probably want to bank on frog fruits more than anything. Like if you found a rocher fruit this high up, there's really nothing here to help you.
Right.
So like, or sorry, roche. See, I've died too many times for the confusion scrolls.
That's interesting. It didn't confuse that snowman either. That second snowman walked right through it.
That second snowman was a transform Manova though, so ooh, and he's now stuck between 2. And here's the frog fruit.
Yep, Poulet on 28.
That is a very, very brave frog.
Yeah, that frog was going for it.
Yeah. Normally when you turn something into a frog, they don't really they don't stick around. They
definitely don't follow you.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely Manova's, all those golds. Actually, there's actually something that was pointed out. If you're at
and he had an arachne egg. So Poulet has found a clown and an arachne this time. I bet you that final egg's a block.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, arachne is probably the best thing for AI one manipulation.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, Annapolis is walking towards him as well.
Still got to use out of that fireball. Holy cow. Does he have another? Yup. What? It feels like that fireball is shot 8 times. Which, I mean, I guess technically it could have, but oh, there's 2 of them.
Okay, yeah. Annapolis are just way too scary to deal with. Even with the familiar, without a familiar, they're... even Arachne can't kill him in 2 shots. Like, you have to do the AI-1 manipulation, and you have to be involved in attacking as well. I think it has like 156 HP. It is obscenely strong. And just fell asleep. Okay. Because Annapolis. Although, do they do that if they're your familiar, or do they only do that if they're...
I think they do it if they're yours as well.
Okay, so you have to fuse them with a dream and become sleep.
Correct.
Poulet, looking at that room, he did put down that other scroll.
Yeah, that was him.
So that he could have gone through there, but I think he just initially thought, "Oh darn, Minova's everywhere."
Hi, Annapolis.
Yeah.
I think I throw the wind. Oh, Fee lost Cune.
Yeah.
I wonder when that happened. I mean, she called it out, but I didn't even see, like, did you...
Oh, geez, a 36 damage from... my guess is probably spiders.
Oh, she put under Steel Sword. She's got a chance. She got a chance, boys and girls. This race is not over.
No, I have seen people climb up the tower much faster. And she got boat trap going up to...
Oh, look at this item room.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there's all the resources she needs for what?
Unfortunately, she doesn't know that she needs to physically sprint up the tower.
Yeah. The thing is, again, Fee is... thank you, Captain. Like, compared to when Fee entered this tournament and she was, like, derusting to now, she's on average getting close to floor 20, like, as the median. Let's actually use this every single time.
Special.
Yeah. And it is remarkable to see again how the tournament runners have progressed and gotten better since this tournament started.
Everyone has. Every single player has gotten, I would say, markedly better since this tournament started.
There's Fee facing down the spider. And I think it's good. I'm watching the wrong screen again. I'm dumb. It's hard for me to tell.
29.
Well, see, one thing I want to see is if he can somehow pull out the glitch to prevent monsters from spawning on 31. I don't know what's causing it. We still don't know what's causing it. We still need to do more experiment. But if we can somehow make floor 31 a guaranteed safety for people, that'd be great.
A quick restock floor?
Yeah, just you hold down and charge as much as you can. You know, do whatever. And that was the other track.
Oh! Wait, and there's... Alright, so this is it for Poulet. He officially has no way out of this.
Yeah, he has to...
He can't.
Third Snowman guarantees that, yeah. He might as well just, play the trumpet, do something stupid, and just end it. Like, he should return...
I mean, I guess technically you could move and hope for 2 misses. Yep, he put on leather and hoped for 2 misses, but didn't even get 1. I'm fairly certain...
too, isn't it?
I'm fairly certain Fee knows that she did not win this run.
Yeah.
She does still have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on hers, but I don't think she's going to make it up to 30.
No, but we got to give her absolute great credit. Like, getting to floor 20 on your first run is nothing to sneeze at.
It's not even that. It's getting where you did with what you had after that floor 14 and that floor 15. Those were atrocious.
Yeah.
That's horrific. I can't believe, back-to-back floors like this happened to a runner in the tournament.
Yeah. It looks like Poulet is marked the winner already. Or has been marked the winner, but...
I did it. I apologize. Minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm okay in doing that.
Poulet's resting in bed, dead. But Fee is currently blind and next to a spider who did 37 damage. So hopefully whatever. And okay, now down to 20. So.
What's she doing?
She's not doing leg bump. Okay. Holy scroll, that makes much more sense.
I have a feeling she's going to take 2 steps and die. I have a very strong feeling.
But can she get to the hour mark? Just wait. Wait it out. Oh, she's moving. Okay.
She's not even going for the elevator with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, no, she's... I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she wasn't paying attention to the clock at the time, but...
I think she just knew at 21 I think she plans on going up 21 right before the hour mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is very respectable. Poulet showing off that you can jump into your house's roof. Thank you for that.
All right, I'm okay with bringing in our runners.
Yes, I am too. And also the timer being now the hour 1 mark makes it look quite funny.
So let's get them in here if you want to send out some invites.
I can't. I have nothing to do that with.
Flawless. I love it.
Yeah. Yes, bien. All round. You're right there. Yeah. Yeah, so this is just remarkable. Like, again, we can't fault anything. Again, congrats to both runners.
We've got Poulet in here. Hopefully he'll be joining in here shortly.
Yeah, and I know Fee is currently been watching this match, knowing the results of her own run.
Poulet! GG, sir!
Wow, what a battle, man.
Yeah, congratulations on winning.
I feel like if full Featuritis didn't have to pre-record, it would have been such a tense battle.
Yeah, that was definitely, especially towards the end of that, something I noticed where it looked very interesting. She was stuck just on a pre-recorded set, but you were 6-7 floors ahead with 10 minutes left, and so she didn't have the ability to start speeding up.
That was really the bad part, I would say. It's a shame, really, but
you played well. I make no mistake, you deserved your win. As usual, I thought you were going to be a very formidable opponent, having played you myself. So that's definitely was not a worry of any kind.
But man, the tower was relentless.
Incredibly relentless to both of you.
First one was like, "Hi, could I have a magic ball, please?"
Could you send a link to Fee? I can't seem to find one right now.
I didn't even send one to Poulet, so I don't know how he got it.
I got an invite from the Discord. I'm not sure who sent it.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Yeah, could you send one to Fee though? She doesn't seem to have one, so. I have a wide variety of weird things going on here, so I can't do anything.
I will definitely do that if you want to keep going with the interview.
Yeah, absolutely. So I gotta ask, what's it like playing against a recorded opponent? Yeah, what was your mentality going into it?
I felt like I was cheating in a way, because like Dara just mentioned, the runs were legit, but usually you look at the stream and you kind of adapt in real time. You don't necessarily completely change your strategy, but you still adapt a bit. If you see that your opponent is 4 floors ahead, then you speed up, definitely. And here it was out of the question.
Yes. And yeah, that's and again, you gotta give credit to Fee. Playing against an opponent that she has no idea how well they're doing, because again, she recorded this on the 5th. Today is the 11th. So 6 days ago, she was thinking, is this a good enough pace? And you pulled out. You did great. Honestly, I don't know what I'm tempted to kind of skip ahead and see what her third game was like in case you guys get 1-1. But I'll have to keep that a secret for now. It's just, I don't know if I'm doing that, but yeah, no, it's amazing.
I was kind of frustrated because I did so many mechanical mistakes as well. I could feel that I was missing some training, definitely. Like this moment where I threw the Viper right next to me. Hello, could you not?
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
So how was the most aggravating, soul-crushing race restream in the world?
I'm never doing this again.
Not this way, at least. You're probably gonna play the game again, but not the.
So, Dedarsis, you pointed out that at one point or another, I knew when I was losing a game. I knew when I lost the match, because I can tell you right now, my is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you cut it there.
I knew I
yeah,
was done.
You're cutting out there a little bit.
I'm sorry, I'm on hotel internet.
You're fine.
What I was saying is that you were saying how I knew when I had lost a round.
Yeah.
I knew that's the whole match when Poulet got to a certain floor on round 1, because my last round run was terrible.
Oh.
So as soon as I knew that I lost the first round, I knew I wasn't winning the entire thing.
That must be soul crushing.
So your game,
Yeah.
where did your game 3 end then?
I ended game 3 around. I died after about a half hour, so I only got up to like 4:13 or something. I think
no!
For a really long time.
Oh, yikes.
It was brutal.
So you knew even if you had somehow pulled out game 2, there was no way.
No, unless Poulet died on like floor 5 on the 3rd round, I knew that I was already out by.
That's brutal.
3/4 of the way through round 1, I already.
Oh. That hurts so
Yeah.
much, and I was
then I
I
had
was
to watch
thinking something
round
like that
two.
too.
And then I had to watch round 2 and re-watch those 2 floors again. And
No.
14 and 15 were
Yes,
brutal.
I have not seen anyone else ever have that bad of luck, in particular on those floors, but just in any floors in the tournament so far.
yeah.
Like it was horrible.
And it sucked because I was really enjoying I enjoyed all of it, but like the first round when I'm usually, typically bad for item luck, and that first round where I picked up everything I needed minus something to attack with for basically the rest of the run, and then I got turned into a frog and I can't use any of it.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that was painful. Just
Yes, it was.
you had 6 different ways out of that room unless you couldn't use your items, and that was one of
Yeah.
2 traps in the game that would make it so you couldn't use your items.
Yes, it was brutal. But congratulations, Poulet. You ran some really cool games to watch.
Yeah, well done
Yeah.
too. I mean, and like Darasus said, you cannot really hate the game. It is what it is, and
Let's have fun. Yeah, it's
It's
the thing
always
is,
fun.
it's a game which honestly isn't really gonna. You can't grind this out and hope to always have good luck eventually. You got to go with what the game throws at you, and sometimes it makes you spend 15 minutes or 14.
Absolutely. If every run you had a Scarlet Wand and a Leather Shield plus, a Mirror Shield plus a Diamond Shield, it would be boring. It would just be who has the best elevator luck. Here is more micro-jation of whatever you have or whatever you don't have.
Agreed. The randomness does add the flavor to it.
I did enjoy having the 3 shields in the first.
That was awesome. I've never
was
seen
just
that
like-
happen all uncursed.
As soon as I got one which I wanted to use, I'm just like, I have one decurse scroll, one incurse, whatever, and then I just decided to try on the other ones. They're all uncursed.
That was amazing.
What is
And just
going-
the ability to constantly have top tier defense against anything you fought.
Yeah, you took 15 damage from a rise. Like, okay.
I fought a U-boat and didn't even care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you
but-
willingly walked in and let people give you get the first attack because you just didn't care.
No.
No, and that's remarkable.
And without being able to tell where obviously Poulet was, it just made sense for me to focus on survivability.
Right.
Hope that Poulet
Absolutely.
would die faster than me.
Yeah.
And you
That
timed
makes
out in
sense.
game 2 though. You never actually did die in game 2.
Yep. I did 50 minutes on the first, and then an hour on the second, and then like half an hour on the third.
Yikes. That third one is brutal. Yeah, knowing that ahead of time, I can't imagine.
No. I was
Oh,
not. The only when I have to say, Poulet, when you got into a little trouble in the first round, I'm just like, yes.
I can
can
do this, I can
imagine,
do this, I
yes.
can do this, I can do this.
Yeah, I just need you to die and then die again.
Yeah, I was really trying to survive because the tower was just taking and not giving. It was insane.
Your item luck for both of you was really, really bad.
Yes,
minus
both of
those
us had-
3 shields you got.
Yeah.
Neither of you got anything that whole time.
What is a Scarlet Wand?
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
found a life wand with 10 minutes left in round
Mhm.
2,
Yep.
and that was it.
I also found my steel sword though, so I was pretty happy about it.
Yeah, so you were set there.
I mean, technically,
was, yeah.
I had a good any percent run, but
Yeah, you were moving quick, but the whole time I was
no,
watching both of you going,
I mean bookless. Sorry.
oh yeah, that dark sword.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the drain one.
I was legitimately upset. Like, I was legitimately upset you got those because
I was too.
that is.
Dark sword and train wand.
Oh,
From
and
the
Sam,
brown.
that brings
Yeah.
up a good point. Losing Kune right after that clown fusion.
I was so mad.
Yeah.
Oh my
No, that proves my
god.
point, is what that does. That proves my point as the most worthless monster.
I
that
I
was
was really
painful.
feeling for you, Poulet, on that clown death.
And
That was
you know,
awful.
that else is I was really contemplating whether I wanted to fuse them or not, and I decided, what is the worst that could happen?
One of you
That
were-
happened.
Yeah,
Well.
There you go. Just ask for it, huh?
Oh
Yep.
my goodness. So, Poulet, I don't have the bracket in front of me, but I think you move on to go against Captain Luigi here.
Yes.
Am I not against Shawnee?
I thought it was Shawnee next.
Oh, yes, you are, actually, yes. It's Dawns are versing each other going up against Captain Luigi. I am
Okay,
versing
okay,
Poulet
that's what it
next.
is. Okay.
Which is interesting, because Poulet and me actually did a friendly when he couldn't do his match. And we actually ended up only doing 2 games, and we went 1-1.
Yes, yes, yes.
I am
So-
very excited about this race. I cannot wait for next week. This is I like this. I like this.
Yeah.
I would have liked it more, no offense, Poulet, if it was husband and wife, just because I would have loved all the
get
trash
it.
talk.
Yes, sure.
But
I would prefer
but
it.
I'm very happy with this outcome as well.
Oh yeah, and this isn't the last you'll see of me.
I was gonna say, and Fee, I really, really can't wait for you to join the next tournament. I know you'll be there. I know you'll be one of the first to sign up. You'll just make sure you don't ever pre-record anything ever again.
And
Probably,
I'm
yeah.
going to stick around for this tournament too. I'm going to be watching as many of the matches and commentating as many of the matches as I have time for sure.
Yeah, actually, the one thing which is possible is that when Fee's back, we potentially can have 2 commentators and we can just sit in the same room, which is an odd case.
So I just dropped a quick link. Please follow our runners, both Poulet and Full Featuritis, and then the commentators, myself and Shawnee. I don't care as much about us, but please follow the runners. They did a great job. They are the reason we were as entertained as we were. I promise it wasn't us talking that did it. So thank you guys both so much for the race. It was a blast. I'm so glad I was able to commentate it. Again, thank you as always to Speed Gaming for hosting this for us. And please, if you enjoyed anything, keep up to date with our Discord, check in our tournament. We've got more races. I think we've got another one tomorrow. And then next week we have even more. We have losers semifinals, and then losers finals, and then grand finals. So
Yep.
this is only be getting better. That's all I've got.
The people
If
who are left in the
anyone
tournament are scary now.
else- Yeah. Yeah,
It's getting
absolutely.
more frustrated.
If anyone else wants to add anything, feel free.
Well,
we
thanks
have
for
a Discord?
commenting. And yes,
Go ahead,
thanks
Dylan.
to Speed Gaming for the host. It's really nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
I
we
wanna
do have a
thank everyone as
Discord.
well.
Oh, sorry.
And I was just going to say thank you to everyone. And if you are interested in my terrible third run, it is highlighted on my Twitch stream if you want to catch up on that.
I'm gonna go watch it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching it later. I'm very intrigued about how it was.
It's very disappointing. It's not very fun.
Perfect. Perfect.
Sounds like the beginning of the stream. We're trying to figure out audio.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Likewise. Cheers.